Good evening. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you to the 26th Annual Harford County Public Schools Teacher of the Year celebration, and I believe first ever virtual Teacher of the Year celebration. I'm Jillian Lader, Manager of Communications for Harford County Public Schools, and it is my distinct honor to serve as your MC for this unique, one-of-a-kind celebration. Tonight, we will shine the spotlight on 5 outstanding teachers and will be announcing the 2020 Harford County Public Schools Teacher of the Year. At this time, I would ask all of the finalists to make sure that your videos are on, sound off. Tonight, you will have the opportunity to look through the eyes of their students into the classrooms of our 5 honorees. We have received testimonies from students of each finalist, which will describe for you what makes her such a special teacher. These powerful testimonies have been described by former Teacher of the Year recipients as one of the best gifts they receive. Our finalists credit their success to the support they receive from their principals, nominators, colleagues, families, and friends. It is my pleasure to introduce our 5 Teacher of the Year finalists, who are stellar representatives of the teaching community. First, Karen Gonzales, Special Education Teacher at Magnolia Middle School. Jennifer Noll, Science Teacher at Edgewood Middle School. Erin Reagan, 4th grade teacher at Ring Factory Elementary School. Melissa Van Rutten, 3rd grade teacher at Youth's Benefit Elementary School. And Beth White, Social Studies teacher at Harford Technical High School. While we are not able to be together in Havre Grace at the Bayou this evening, we do still want to recognize the contributions that Mr. Lou Ward, owner of the restaurant, who has been a great supporter of the Harford County Public Schools Teacher of the Year celebration year after year. Again this year, in partnership with Mr. Ward, Harco Credit Union was planning a significant contribution to the banquet. When we are able to be together again, we will schedule a time for Kimberly Hyde, Senior Vice President of Sales and Service at Harco, to present each of our deserving finalists with a check for $1,200. The Bayou Restaurant and Harco Credit Union have been sponsors for many years and are an integral part in allowing us to continue the tradition of this amazing event in honor of Harford County's finest teachers. At this time, I would like to take a moment to extend gratitude to all our generous sponsors. This year's event is unlike any other, and we are comforted by your unwavering support during this unprecedented time. Due to generous financial donations from our sponsors and support given by Pat's Pizzeria, we were able to deliver dinner to each of our finalists and their families this evening. I look forward to sharing more about our amazing sponsors in a bit. First, let's hear about our Teacher of the Year judges. Our Teacher of the Year judges spent hours reading through each nomination packet and interviewing our top candidates. They did a remarkable job in selecting our finalists and ultimately the Teacher of the Year. Candidates participated in a grueling interview round with 5 panel judges to gauge the candidates on their knowledge of current trends in education, their ability to articulate a solid teaching philosophy, and the poise and professionalism necessary to serve as a spokesperson for Harford County Public Schools, as well as the teaching profession. It also prepares the finalists for the next phases of the competition at the state and national levels. An additional step our 5 finalists take in the selection process is to invite a core group of judges into their classrooms for the opportunity to witness them in action. Thank you to all of our judges for their support and feedback. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce you to our featured speaker this evening. Our featured speaker is truly an inspiring educator, someone who has impacted thousands of students. She is a talented, passionate, and dedicated teacher, and she sets high standards for her students, encouraging them to work harder and reach further. I want to thank our reigning Teacher of the Year, Paige Milanowski, for sharing the following message with all of us this evening.
Hello. Well, this is certainly not the way I imagined or hoped I would be passing on the title of Teacher of the Year. But if there's one guarantee, it's that Jillian and the wonderful people of the Office of Communications and the generous sponsors did absolutely everything in their power to make this evening as special as is humanly possible in this situation. I'm honored to be a part of this very special celebration. I imagine the nerves of the finalists are about on their last thread. I thought it was difficult to wait through a meal for the announcement. These resilient ladies have had to wait over 2 weeks. The Teacher of the Year program has certainly evolved in recent history, and I am beyond proud to have been a part of this evolution. I had so many amazing opportunities to connect with phenomenal teachers across the county and across the state, and with every interaction, the importance of and the responsibility that comes with this job became more and more clear. There are absolutely jaw-dropping, heartwarming, awe-inspiring things going on in HCPS classrooms each and every day. Every single speech, meeting, co-teaching opportunity, student high five or hug, presentation, brainstorming session, and official visit in which I participated reinforced this time after time. The need for the connections and the support of teachers continues and is a cause that I know the newly crowned Teacher of the Year will adopt with pride and with intention. Feeling nostalgic, I went back and looked at my acceptance speech from last year. I remember sitting on my sofa and writing it just in case, as I was instructed to do. I teared up as I wrote about how the real teachers of the year weren't in the room that night. As we were enjoying crab cakes and keynote speakers, they were laboring over planning lessons or grading papers at their kitchen tables, or laying awake in their beds worrying about the students that they love so much. Doesn't this scenario apply now more than ever? I'm overcome with emotion throughout recent days as I see posts of teachers reminding their students that they love them and that they are with them in spirit. I'm inspired by the sharing of ideas, resources, and solutions to problems between teachers to make their distance learning instruction the best that it can be. This challenge is big, but teachers are bigger. These 5 finalists are entering this job at a time when all teachers need a role model, an inspiring leader more than ever, and I know that they are more than up for that challenge. I'd be lying if I said there's not a bit of sadness within me that is saying goodbye, but I am so excited to see where the next winner and the next group of finalists will take what has been started. I have faith in their ability to move and encourage the next phase of education in Harford County Public Schools. I have immeasurable pride in the fact that I can stand here before you today and say that I am a teacher, especially in our current times. I am enthusiastically putting my trust in how our new Teacher of the Year will grow our profession and represent us the way that we need and that we deserve. Congratulations to each of the 5 finalists. Be sure to stop and enjoy each extraordinary moment that is coming your way. It is truly a phenomenal opportunity that I will never forget. Congratulations.
Thank you, Paige. Even though you will be handing over your crown virtually this evening, you have joined an elite group of master educators and you will always be a Harford County Teacher of the Year. Thank you for sharing your story and talents with the rest of the state and for representing all Harford County teachers. Harford County Public Schools teachers are credited with preparing and inspiring our students to succeed by setting high expectations and actively engaging each student. The teachers we are honoring today and those who came before them are truly the stars of the teaching profession. You are now going to hear what makes this year's finalists so special directly from the mouths of their students who have experienced their teaching methods firsthand. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to our 2020 Teacher of the Year finalists in alphabetical order. Our first finalist is Erin Gonzales, a special education teacher at Magnolia Middle School. Erin Gonzales is a 23-year veteran special educator for Harford County Public Schools. She began teaching daily skills at North Harford Middle School and now teaches life skills at Magnolia Middle School. Ms. Gonzales graduated from Joppatown High School in 1992 and Lock Haven University of Pennsylvania in 1996 with a Bachelor's of Science in Special Education. In 2005, she received her master's degree in reading from Loyola University. At Magnolia Middle School, Ms. Gonzales serves on the Positive Behavioral Interventions and Support Committee. She is a mentor to others in her department and for student interns from local colleges. Ms. Gonzales is also a high school swim coach. She was nominated for Teacher of the Year by her principal, Lori Namey. And now we will hear from one of Ms. Gonzales's students about what makes her so special. Nelson Neale is one of Ms. Gonzales's 8th grade students.
My name is Nelson Neale, and I'm in the 8th grade in Ms. Gonzales's class. For the past 3 years, I hadn't had just a teacher. I had a friend. Ms. Gonzales teaches me ILA, how to do well on cafeteria jobs, even keeps me up to date on new movies coming out. She is the best teacher I ever had. Being in Ms. Gonzales' class, I look forward to going to school every day. She is even there to greet me when I get off the bus, and it makes me smile. I know she is always there for me and does what's best for everyone in my class. My mom says that teachers dedicate themselves to make an impact on the lives of their students, and Ms. Gonzales has done exactly that. My self-esteem is better, and I feel wanted and safe while I'm in her class. My mom says that Ms. Gonzales embraces the differences in each student, and all of my success, big or small, are congratulated. I hope that Ms. Gonzales wins Teacher of the Year, because for 3 years I have been inspired, accepted, and loved. Thank you.
And next, I am pleased to introduce you to Jennifer Noll, science teacher at Edgewood Middle School. Jennifer Noll is currently in her 8th year of teaching in Harford County. At Edgewood Middle School, she shares her love for earth and space science with her 6th grade students. Ms. Noll earned a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Towson University in 2002 and a master's degree in school improvement leadership from Goucher College in 2019. Ms. Noll currently serves as Positive Behavioral Interventions and Support Liaison on the School Performance and Achievement Team, coordinator for the Jumpstart program for 6th graders, Peaceful Alternatives coordinator, and co-leader of the Ecology Club and Green School Initiative. Mrs. Noll was nominated by Christy Smith, a Teacher of the Year finalist last year. And now let's hear from Darren Walters, a former student.
Good evening. My name is Darren Walters, and I was honored when Mrs. Noll asked me to give a short speech on her behalf for the Harford County Teacher of the Year Award. She is honestly one of the best teachers that I've ever had. Mrs. Noll is the most enthusiastic and caring teacher I know. Mrs. Noll has a tremendous love for teaching and a love for science. Her love of learning and dedication to students is also evident in her after-school ecology club, where we help the environment and create green initiatives for our school. Mrs. Noll offers students a new way to look at science and make science fun. Mrs. Noll has even further encouraged me to become an astrophysicist. There were many times that Mrs. Noll would message her students in the evening to look up at the sky and see the stars and the moon to see something exciting that was happening. This is the type of teacher that really cares and loves what she does. Her work with the Ecology Club, dedication to students, enthusiasm for science, Her ability to teach science in a fun and engaging way, and her kindness towards everyone is a reason why Mrs. Noll should win the Teacher of the Year award for 2020. Mrs. Noll makes Edgewood Middle School awesome, and Harford County Public Schools should be honored to have a dedicated teacher like this in our school system.
Our third finalist we will recognize this evening is Erin Reagan, 4th grade teacher at Ring Factory Elementary School. Erin Reagan is an educator who strives to build lasting, positive relationships not only with her students and their families, but also with her community. She earned a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Liberty University in 2000, and her master's in technology from Walden University in 2009. A 20-year veteran of Harford County Public Schools, Mrs. Reagan has taught 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. She currently teaches 4th grade at Ring Factory Elementary School. Throughout her career, Mrs. Reagan has mentored student teachers, served as grade level chair, and on the school performance and assessment team. She was nominated by the Wagner family. And now listen in while Abby Wagner tells you why.
Hello, I'm Abby Wagner and I'm a junior at Patterson Middle High School. I had Mrs. Reagan when I was in 3rd grade, but the life lessons she taught me still resonate with me today. In elementary school, I had really bad social anxiety and liked to keep to myself. I didn't have many friends and often felt lonely because I was always picked last for group assignments. Mrs. Reagan noticed that I had a hard time talking to fellow classmates and reached out to me. Instead of singling me out in front of the class to keep from embarrassing me, she would do subtle actions that gradually helped with my self-confidence. In the morning, she would smile and say good morning to me. On our way to lunch, she would walk by me, keeping space but helping me feel less alone. I had her for English, and whenever she noticed I had a new book to read, she would talk to me about it, asking about characters and what I thought, and she would remember what I said for future conversations. In her class, we would write short paragraphs on our life and future plans we have. Mrs. Reagan would read every single one of our paragraphs and talk to us about how we could improve and what she was proud of. She made us all feel special and smart. She helped me feel like I mattered, and I wanted to talk to her about everything, and she let me. I started talking to more of my peers, and my nerves over school calmed down. By the end of 3rd grade, I was a completely different person. I was content with the friends I had and enjoyed conversing with teachers. Mrs. Reagan also helped me develop my love for service. She led a school-wide fundraiser for the March of Dimes, and I wanted to help others the way she helped me. I had never been involved in a fundraiser and was new to the concept, but Mrs. Reagan taught me that sometimes people just need love and friendship. So I helped raise money for the march and hoped to help others who were struggling and let them know that they are not alone in their fight. Since then, my love for helping others has grown and has become a source of happiness for me. Mrs. Reagan helped to shape me into the person I am today. She was patient with my shortcomings and understood my anxiety. She constantly tried to make me feel included and help me to become confident. I like to thank her for everything she did for me and still does for other students. Thank you.
Next, we are thrilled to introduce Melissa Van Rutten, a 3rd grade teacher at Youth's Benefit Elementary School. Melissa Van Rutten is in her 11th year with Harford County Public Schools. She received her graduate degree through Towson University's Masters of Teaching program. Mrs. Van Rutten has served as a classroom teacher as well as a mentor teacher for the county. She is currently a 3rd grade teacher at Youth's Benefit Elementary School. In 2016, Mrs. Van Rutten became a National Board Certified Teacher. Most recently, she completed a Master's Plus 30 program to achieve Administrator 1 certification. Mrs. Van Rutten's favorite part of teaching is the joy of laughter found in each day. She was nominated by her colleague Tanya Chandler, a former Teacher of the Year finalist herself. And now we'll hear from one of Mrs. Van Rutten's former students, Anastasia Andrews.
Hello, My name is Anastasia Andrews. I'm a 10th grader that attends Bel Air High School, and most importantly, I'm a student that loves to learn. And I owe this very special quality to one special teacher, Miss Melissa Van Rutten. I had her back when I was in kindergarten, and back then, instead of loving school, I resented it. Every day before pre-K, I would cry and beg my parents to let me stay home, but that all changed the day I walked into Mrs. Van Rutten's classroom. The atmosphere of her room was inviting and comforting. The way she greeted every one of her students with a smile filled me with joy and hope for the school year. And her teaching style that is full of enthusiasm captured your attention and made you forget that you were learning at a dreaded school. You were instead in an exciting new world of knowledge and education that I never thought that I would be able to travel to. From the day the other students and I entered Mrs. Van Rutten's classroom, we all started our journey into a great and full education. Everything I have stated so far is absolutely true. When I was given the intro prompt for what makes Mrs. Van Rutten a special teacher, the first thing that came to mind was how much she cares for every single one of her students. She never once looked down on us or thought of us as just her students. She always made every student feel special and warm and put so much effort into making everyone feel safe and cared for. To this day, I am so thankful for the time I had with Mrs. Van Rutten and all the fun ways she taught us to learn, like singing the days of the week to the Adam Family's theme song and creating fun rhythms for us to remember the months of the year. This permanently installed in me a sense of joy when it comes to education. That is what truly makes Mrs. Van Rutten a special and amazing teacher. She can take the dull and ordinary and make it a fun and extraordinary. Thank you.
And last but not least, we are excited to introduce you to Beth White, a social studies teacher at Harford Technical High School. Beth White is a graduate of Towson University, where she received a bachelor's degree in history and secondary education and a master's in instructional leadership. Ms. White has been teaching in Harford County Public Schools for 12 years. She taught at Edgewood High School and is currently teaching at Harford Technical High School. She was the co-winner of a curriculum award in 2015 and is currently working towards national board certification. She is dedicated to her school community through her work with the Student Government Association. Mrs. White has also served the social studies and technology offices to provide professional development and in the creation of new curricula and assessments. She was nominated by Amanda Roberts, a former Teacher of the Year finalist herself. And now, let's hear from one of her students, Isabella Johnson.
Hi, my name is Isabella Johnson, and I'm currently a junior at Harford Technical High School. Today, I have the pleasure to introduce Mrs. White. I've known Mrs. White for 3 years now at Harford Tech. She was my AP World teacher my sophomore year, and she is currently my U.S. History teacher. Mrs. White is also a co-advisor to the Student Government Association, in which I am a part of. Through these past years of my high school career, I not only have known Mrs. White as a teacher, but also as a person. Something I highly admire about Mrs. White is her dedication. Her dedication to teaching, to leadership, and to her students. She always checks in on me and makes sure I am doing okay, even when she notices a slightest difference in myself. Something I also genuinely admire about Mrs. White is her heart and willpower. She doesn't come to school every day because she has to, but because she wants to. Every day that I have the pleasure of seeing Mrs. White, she inspires me. From the second that class starts and she says, "Hey guys," she inspires me to be a better student, a better leader, and most importantly, a better person. Not many students are able to call one of their teachers their friends, but I have that ability with Mrs. White. So Mrs. White, thank you. Thank you for doing what you do every day and giving it your all. Thank you for always being there and pushing me beyond my limits. You are an inspiration to many, and you will always be my Teacher of the Year.
We thank this year's finalists for their tireless efforts and their passion to enrich the lives of students around the county. By being named one of the 5 finalists, their outstanding leadership and superior achievements in the field of education are recognized and honored. There is no doubt that their creativity and expertise is truly transforming the future of our children. Now that you've had the chance to meet all of our finalists for the 2020 Teacher of the Year Award, let's hear about what they're going to receive as part of their recognition, courtesy of our generous business sponsors. The accolades we are sharing with our finalists tonight are just the beginning. There are many businesses in our county that have generously donated gifts to show their appreciation for the contributions made by our teachers. You've seen the names of all of our business partners at the beginning of the presentation this evening, and they're also highlighted on our social media pages, but I want to bring special recognition to a few at this time. Jones Junction has partnered with us once again this year as a diamond sponsor by donating the lease of a brand new 2020 Nissan Rogue for 1 year to our winning teacher. Thank you to Mary Chance and all of those at Jones Junction for your partnership and this amazing and generous gift for our winning teacher. Next, we have our platinum sponsors. Joining us again this year, Dr. Isaacs, Nowie, Stern, and Isaacs Orthodontics are a platinum sponsor, gifting full orthodontic treatment to our winning teacher or a member of her family, as well as 4 $500 gift certificates to be used towards orthodontic treatment to each of our finalists for a total donation of $8,500. NTA Life generously donated $2,000 to support our program, as well as a big screen television for our winning teacher. The Bel Air Athletic Club has donated 1-month family memberships for each of our finalists, as well as a 3-month family membership for our winner, including bar classes, for a total value of more than $2,300. New this year, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins of Harford County donated $1,200 to support the program, as well as gifting a $100 gift card for our winning teacher and a $50 gift card for each of our finalists. We are excited to welcome them as a new sponsor this year. Aberdeen Proving Ground Federal Credit Union has donated a $500 gift card to the winning teacher and $200 gift cards to each of the other finalists for a total amount of $1,300. And now I'd like to recognize our gold sponsors. Again this year, Dell Technologies has donated a laptop to be gifted to our Teacher of the Year. Enotria Restaurant and Grill hosted our candidate reception back in January and provided an elegant meeting place for our finalists and judges to mingle while enjoying delicious appetizers. We want to thank Freedom Federal Credit Union, who donated Kindle Fire tablet gift baskets to each of our finalists. Mr. Dennis Cassidy of the Harford Cable Network captured all the classroom footage and edited the classroom videos you saw earlier this evening. Thank you, Harford Cable Network, for your continued support. Seeing our teachers with their students in their classrooms is especially heartwarming during this challenging time. The Harford County Chamber of Commerce has donated beautiful art prints of Harford County for each of the finalists, as well as a $125 gift card for our winning teacher. We welcome the Harford County Public Library as a new gold sponsor this year, having received a $500 donation for this year's program. Patient First generously donated $500 to support the program, and we appreciate their continued generosity each year. Richardson's Flowers and Gifts has been a long-standing sponsor, supporting Teacher of the Year by providing gorgeous floral arrangements, and we look forward to enjoying their beautiful arrangements again next year. Thompson Automotive has been a long-standing donor for this program, and we greatly appreciate the $500 donation provided this year. And from our silver and bronze sponsors, all our finalists are receiving numerous gifts from local restaurants and businesses. When businesses and activities open again, our finalists will be busy, enjoying free dinners out, trips to the salon, and fun activities like going to the movies and golfing. Just to give you a better idea of the magnitude of community support for this event, more than $50,000 worth of gifts and sponsorships were donated by 54 individual businesses to this year's program. This year's winner will move on to the State Teacher of the Year competition, where they will once again receive gifts and prizes from the state. In addition to our sponsors, I have a few thank yous. The production of this event would not be as professional and seamless without the technical expertise of Mr. Jay Behrens of the School Systems Technology Office. Thank you so much for your support. I also want to thank members of the Communications and Family Outreach Department, Lindsay Bilodeau and Stephanie Wall, for their support. Most importantly, I want to acknowledge the unwavering dedication and effort of Christina Paquette. This year, Ms. Paquette dedicated many hours to ensuring the Teacher of the Year celebration would surpass any prior expectations. Over $50,000 worth of prizes and donations that Ms. Paquette solicited and gladly picked up is definitely proof of that. Ms. Paquette thought of every detail and gladly made the event what it is tonight. Thank you for all of your ideas and execution to ensure that we could still celebrate these amazing finalists this evening. So now, Superintendent Bulson, it is time to announce the 2020 Harford County Public Schools Teacher of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to once again thank all our generous sponsors for their donations, and we hope you will continue to support this very important program that pays tribute to our master educators. The Teacher of the Year program is supported by the community each year, and their support is a true testament to the importance of the work accomplished by all our dedicated teachers in Harford County. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2020 Harford County Teacher of the Year is Beth White. Congratulations, Beth, on having earned the title of Harford County Teacher of the Year. What an honor to be named by your peers and supervisors as our top educator, and I commend you for your hard work and dedication. Now, Beth, you have the final words before we bring this exciting event to a close.
Oh my God. Oh my God, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Whew. All right. Hi, everybody. When I started writing the speech, the world was a completely different place. I never imagined this was going to be how 2020 was going to be spent. But here we are. Here we are. Anyway, it is truly an honor to have been chosen as Harford County Public Schools Teacher of the Year. The other 4 candidates whom I wish I could be with right now are remarkable teachers and deserve this honor just as much as me. This is an absolute dream come true. And I am here today because so many people believed in me. They believed in me so much that I started believing in myself. Thank you to my family for your unwavering support. My parents, Rich and Ella, hi Mom and Dad, were my first teachers who taught me creativity, independence, and responsibility, traits which have led me here. To my sister, Kate, there are no words to explain my gratitude to you. You hype me up and you calm me down, and I can always count on you. Thank you. And Hinson, I love you. Thank you for making life so much easier and infinitely better. You are my strongest supporter. You're there for the late nights, the tears of frustration, and best of all, you're here for nights like this because we have such an incredible marriage. I love you. And of course, to my beautiful children, Rainier and Marion, becoming a mother transformed me in an instant and without a doubt made me a more compassionate educator. They're the reason I start every day with a smile. If you haven't realized it yet, family is so important to me, which is why I'm so lucky to have family within this school system as well. There is no way I would be sitting here tonight without the support, trust, and leadership of Mr. George Topher. George has challenged me and placed me with incredible mentors like Nicole Ivy and Colleen Berghart, and was highly visible in my schools despite being a central office employee. He is an incredible leader and truly wants to see his teachers succeed for the sake of our students. To work every day beside Mandy Roberts is a true blessing. She is a super mom, a dedicated teacher, and an expert in her content area. For these reasons, I was extremely honored that she nominated me for this role. Mandy, thank you for modeling greatness and expecting it. To Joe Collins, thank you for believing in me from the beginning. I was fortunate to get to know Joe in my years at Edgewood High School. I remember him quoting Danielson before Danielson was even a thing during one of my post observations. He's always trying to get ahead of the education game, and I'm thankful to work for him. Thank you to everyone who made this evening possible. Jillian and Christina have put in so much work to make this event possible for us, and we can tell that they care deeply about this program. Thank you to Dr. Bulson for your kind words and for leading this community through such an incredibly difficult time. Thank you to all the sponsors for your unwavering support to the field of education. And lastly, my biggest thank you goes out to my students, both past and present. Izzy, thank you for your kind words. Izzy is a hard worker and cares deeply about her school community. Any teacher is lucky to have her in their classroom. It is because of our students that we are all here this evening. We are here because we are passionate about education and we have hope in our future. I am extremely fortunate to have been able to work with young adults for the past 12 years. Being a part of a student's high school career is bittersweet. I get to see them grow both vertically and horizontally. I mean, intellectually. Hear the changes in their voices. Watch them find their first love, then lose it. I get to see their promposals and I get to hear them spill the tea. I get to know their families and I get attached. And then they graduate. And it's incredible. The birds fly away from their nest. And obviously parents are upset. Lord knows I'm going to be a bucket of tears when my two leave home, but so are we. We teachers take pride in our students. Watching them take off is a testament to the work we have done with them. It proves that we have prepared them every step of their 12-year-long journey through the school system. I love my students dearly, and the quote, "absence makes the heart grow fonder," has never rung truer. I miss you all very much. As I said before, having people that believed in me was transformative, and it is my hope that every student who graduates from Harford County Public Schools knows that they have people and teachers who believe in them too. That's not an easy feeling to bestow, but I believe it's important for us as educators to try our hardest. Teaching in this new millennium, this new decade, is a challenge, one that needs to be met with many strategies. The number one strategy that we as teachers have is to form strong relationships with our students, which thanks to COVID-19 is now even harder, but it's not going to stop us. Again, thank you for this incredible honor. Thank you to all who have watched tonight and lasted through this speech. I hope that I get to see you all soon in real life instead of virtually. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. We look forward to hearing more from you as the 2020 Harford County Public Schools Teacher of the Year. Once again, let me thank each of you for joining us for this very unique celebration. I want to extend my congratulations to our 5 amazing teachers. Your students shared with us your significant impact on their lives, and it illustrates the incredible passion you all have for motivating and preparing them for life and any challenges it may throw at them. Please follow our Teacher of the Year as she experiences this year-long journey through her blog, which can be found on the school system website at hcps.org. Thank you and have a good night.